everyone, I think this kind of goes without saying. This video is very much going to be uncensored. Not necessarily like swearing or anything, just very like blunt out there, like my opinions. I have Daisy here today with me. My animals don't really make an appearance as much when I'm filming, because they usually are just bored, or they want to play, or they want to do something else. They don't sit still. But today Daisy is home with me, and Cabela is at work with Dylan. So you might see her in the background. And this is my baby. She's 2. Right? You're 2? She's the sweetest thing ever. But anyways, I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit of get ready with me. I do have to go to work in an hour, so I'm gonna try and do this as fast as I can. But of course, I didn't get any questions asked, because why would people ask questions when I haven't been online in forever? If you guys haven't noticed, I kind of have been on and off social media for the past probably year. I used to post I used to post like pictures on Instagram like once a month, and don't do that anymore. That part of it has just been like life's been busy. But you know, the other part of it is like whenever I or we would talk about, you know, we're gonna get married soon or eventually, it would be a lot of just opinions that I didn't need. You know, I've heard since literally the day we've been engaged that we shouldn't be doing this, or that we should be doing this and we should be getting this done fast. You know, I've heard slow down, take your time, and you know, I've blatantly said to people, like even people at my workplace who had said that to me right after I got engaged, I was like, so you're telling me if you found the person of your dreams and you are 100% sure that you wanted to be with this person for the rest of your life, you wouldn't go in and marry them, like make plans to marry them right away, because you know that you're never going to find this person again and you don't want to let them go. And they're like, yeah, I mean, I guess, but you're just so young. And you know, I am young, and at the time I was even younger. Like I said before, I was a month shy of 19 when we got engaged. So I was still 18 when we got engaged, and we're gonna be going on 2 years of being engaged and 3 years of being together in June. And I just am not for the criticisms. Like, it got to the point where I couldn't even, like Dylan and I couldn't even talk about planning our wedding together, because we would get in such big arguments. Not because, you know, one of us wanted to do it, one of us didn't. Like, that wasn't even it. It was just that, like, well, if we do this, then this person's gonna be upset, and if we do this, then this person's gonna be upset. And I'm just like, I'm over it. I don't want that anymore. Like, he's the person that I know I want to be with, and yeah, I took a little bit of time and I competed, but if I'm being realistic, like, I never saw myself doing pageants at all. I've always wanted to pursue some type of music or art for my career, and right now I'm doing early childhood education, and I'll move on to music education. So then I'll be doing something with art in my life. But like, I'm not one of the people that had a lifelong goal of like Miss Wisconsin or anything like that. So, you know, giving that part up, yeah, it stings a little bit, but at the same time, like, I've wanted to find my soulmate forever. And when people say things to me like, you should really wait, or, you know, you're young and you don't have to get married now, why don't you wait till you're like 25, 30? Like, what if I don't want to do that? Or what if I do want to do that? Either way, like, I can't deal with the opinions anymore. Like, I get, you know, letters from various family members, and sometimes in those letters it just talks about the fact that like I'm too young and I need to live my life and blah blah blah. I got one the other day and I was sitting in my mom's kitchen almost in tears because I was like, I appreciate that people are looking out for me and expressing their opinions, but I can't do this anymore. And so very just like point blank, I can't listen to other people's opinions anymore. It's unfortunate, but I can't care about what other people are thinking anymore because it's physically affecting my mental health. It's physically affected our relationship before, and it's physically affected our future plans. And I'm over it, and I'm done with it. It's something that not a lot of people talk about. Like the criticisms that you get, and you know what? Most of these criticisms are coming from people who have never even been married, or if they have been married, they've been divorced already, and it's just, I don't even know what to say to it anymore. And then, there's some people in my family just saying like, oh, it's not the decorations that matters, it's the marriage and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I get that, but like, I'm an artsy person. I want to focus on the decorations. I already have my dress. Like, I want to focus on the flower girl dresses. I want to focus on the details of all this stuff because that makes me happy. Because my vision is coming to life. Because almost every little girl has a vision of, if they get married one day, what their dress is going to look like, what their colors are going to look like, whatever. And that's important to me, and I love focusing on that. Are you okay? She's like hogging my pillow back here. My almost mother-in-law got this pillow for me for Christmas, and the dogs love them. Even though they have one big huge pillow that she got for them, they love ours. So, but I'm just here to say, like, I can't do it anymore. If you come up to me and you start talking to me about it and you give me an opinion like, oh, you should really do this or you should really do this, I'm probably just going to sit there and go, Like, I can't anymore. And like I said, it's unfortunate that I can't, because I used to be able to just listen to people's criticisms and, really just take them to heart, but everybody's just so different on this topic. I just can't anymore. And it's really unfortunate. And, a lot of people have opinions on how I should get married. I should get married in a church. I should do this. I should do that. Well, the other thing is too, like, it's our day. It's not yours to decide. It's ours. And people don't like hearing that a lot, They think that their opinion matters and, their life experiences matter. And you know what? They do. And I've learned a lot from the mistakes that my parents have made in the past and throughout their lifetime, because I was lucky enough to, be the first grandkid, and I was lucky enough to watch my mom go through some struggles in her life and watch her, go through college and graduate college with a newborn and an 8-year-old or 9-year-old. And like, I've watched a lot of struggles in my life, and statistically, because of all the struggles I've been through, I should have, when you look at statistics of like what a childhood has been and nature and nurture and everything like that, like statistically I should have been one of those kids that was in and out of mental hospitals or in and out of trouble at school or whatever. But I wasn't, and I'm very proud of myself for that. But I need people to stop treating me like I don't know what I'm doing, because I've watched more tragedies in my life than a lot of people realize, and I'm not going to talk about it because it's not comfortable for me to talk about. But people need to realize that I know what I'm doing with my life, and I know what my priorities are, and I'm taking my priorities into consideration too, and I'm not giving my entire life up for a guy. I want a partnership, and that's what he wants too. And people they don't understand that. And after I posted my rant on Facebook and Instagram, I had so many wonderful women reaching out and saying you are doing just fine, and just talking to me about, you know, from one engaged person to another, you can't listen to what they're saying. You can't listen to, even if it's your family. You just can't. You gotta do what's best for you and your man, and you know what? At the end of it, you guys are gonna be married, and that's the end goal. And I agree with that, and I just, whatever we decide to do is what we decide to do. It doesn't matter what other people are saying. And I really need to get that across to people, which is why I'm making this video. The thing is too, like, I should be able to have a bridal shower and have an engagement party if I want to, and have a real wedding like everyone else without people being sour about it. Oh, you shouldn't have done this, or I would have done it this way. That's not my fault, because it's not your wedding, it's mine. And I don't know how else to say that to get people to understand that, like, I've taken your input into consideration, and based on your input, I'm still gonna do what I think is right and what I think I want to do with my life and what I think is gonna benefit the both of us. Because I think that's important too. We have had that conversation multiple times that, like, when we're planning this wedding, I don't want to hear him say things like, I don't care what the colors are, I don't care what this is, because we're planning our day together. And in that aspect, it doesn't matter what colors you think I should have. It doesn't matter where you think I should have my wedding. It doesn't matter if you think getting married in a church is, you know, worse than getting married outside or vice versa. Like, it's going to be ours and mine, and we're gonna do what we can and what we want to do. And like, people won't understand until they go through this themselves. And you know, some people who have given me advice about this aren't even married themselves, or you know, have been married and divorced once or twice. And I understand, trust me, like I do. My parents got married. They were only married together for a year, and they were divorced, and my mom moved out at 3 years old, and that's just the way that my life went. So when people talk about divorce, like, they talk about it like I don't know, and I'm probably one of the biggest, like, one of the people that know it the best, because not only did I have to watch my parents go through it, and I had to, you know, watch all the court dates go on, and I had to be the person that my parents were fighting for. I was stuck slam dunk in the middle, and I was the one that my mom was asking, should I take this or should I take this? And a lot of people don't know what that's like. And a lot of these people who are telling me what to do with my marriage or whether I should get married or not have never gone through that. And like, people just don't get it. They don't get, I'm gonna be 21 this year. I'm not a young, just turning 18-year-old anymore who just started driving at 17. Like, that's not the mentality, that's not who I am anymore. And I think that's hard for people to understand, and it's unfortunate that it's hard for people to understand, but you know, we have to do what's best for us, and we want to be excited about planning our day together and our life together and what we want to do. And you know, I think we both have big goals in our life, and before we even started dating, like, second day that he ever took me anywhere, we were talking about the fact that, like, neither one of us wanted this relationship that we were going to be starting to just be this, you know, fluke or just here because we're lonely. Like, that was not it. And that we wanted something to come out of it. And it was important to both of us that something did. And you know what? Dylan admitted to me, you know, I proposed pretty early. And I don't know if either one of us were necessarily ready for that. We thought that we were, but you know, I know that we're ready now, and I do too. I know that we're ready now, and I don't know. I'm just sick of it, and I want to be able to talk to people about being with the person that I love without just cringing at the sound of somebody saying wedding or date, you know, because I'm afraid that their opinion is going to come at me like a storm. I'm over it. And I need to be over it. I can't, like I said in my Instagram stories, like I can't sit there and do this anymore. So I think I might have some questions from months ago that I might be able to find. So I'm going to pause the camera, I'm going to do a few things, and then I'll see if I can find them. Okay, so these aren't necessarily like questions, but I said on my Instagram like a week ago probably, something's coming. I took a picture of my engagement ring. I was like, something's coming. What do you think it is? And somebody said buying your dress. I already did. I'm not going to put pictures in here of it because it's brand new. Bought it like 6 months after we had gotten engaged originally. So it's been in there for a while. It's beautiful. I bought it for like $300 something. That was like my biggest thing I was excited for, was to find a deal on a dress, because from being my mother's daughter, I love finding deals on anything that I can. So that was my big goal with my wedding dress, was I wanted to find it for a really good deal. So when you guys see it, you will see it. I will post pictures of it, obviously, when we get married or something along those lines. But obviously I'm not going to post pictures of it now. Dylan has not seen it ever. So yeah, I need to get it altered and stuff like that because I'm a very small person, not realizing how small. And we got a size 0, and it's actually a little big wide right here still. And obviously I'm really short. I'm only like 5'4", so we have to get that done too. Someone else did say a wedding, and I will tell you, you know, we've been talking about it and we've been kind of planning some things. So, you know, once we have everything set in stone, I will share that on here, and I will share some wedding planning stuff if you guys want to see that. Because like I said, I want to be excited for it, and I want to be all in and all for it, and without judgment. So for those people who want to see that stuff, I will post it if you would like me to. The other thing that everybody says to me is a baby. People have said this to me every single time I say I have something to announce. I don't understand. Because I said this to my mom too, and my mom's like, well, you are at that age. And I'm like, yeah, I'm at that age, but like, that's not, a baby is not my goal right now. You know, we've talked about it, and it's one of those things like, if it happened, it happened. Like, it's whatever, you can't change it at that point. But like, it's not a goal of ours right now. So, okay, the other thing that sorry, I just need to like do my eyeliner real quick. The other thing that I hated about getting engaged like younger was like, so obviously, so we took a little bit of time to ourselves, like we took like 24, 48 hours to even post anything, because we wanted, you know, just a little bit of time to like process and just kind of live in the moment, I guess, with it to ourselves. So once we posted it, like, obviously I had people saying like congratulations and stuff, but then like once people would actually see me in person, you know, normally like girls are like, oh my god, let me see the ring, oh my god, oh my god. People were like dead silent, would not talk to me about it, would say congratulations online, but then nothing in person. And it's like, would you do this to your 26, 27-year-old friend? Like, I don't understand where this is coming from at all. So that was also really annoying. So for anybody who's getting engaged younger, watch out for that, because yeah, I even had a few people that like, and some people don't watch social media closer, so like no tea, no shade to them, but like I also had some people like literally didn't even know until like this year when I like posted pictures of my ring or something. I have been engaged for almost 2 years now. I got engaged right before my first Miss Oshkosh competition. That was in 2019. And we're about to be in 2021. So yeah, it is a little bit of a longer engagement than some people. It's not a 5-year engagement, but all because people wanted to tell me what to do. Think about that for a second. Somebody said a while ago when I asked a question for my YouTube, where do you get your inspiration from to write songs? You know, my problem is with writing songs is that like I literally write them. I do have a few songs. I've written them, sing them to maybe one person if that, and I literally forget how they go. Because, you know, I'll write them on guitar or something like that. I'll write down like the notes, but I won't write down the strumming pattern. So then I'll be like, okay, how did this go again? So I have actually on my phone where you can like record your voice memos and stuff like that. I have it on there. I have a few of them on there. But usually, honestly, it comes from like past breakups and past heartbreaks and stuff like that. So I'll like get myself almost into like a sad state, or when I am sad about something, and then I'll just start writing like that. But I have to do it in one sitting, otherwise I walk away and I come back to it and I was like, what was I thinking again? So that's some of it. Okay, a lot of people want Dylan to do my makeup. Maybe I'll do that video over break.
Well, you're at it.
Whoa, that's me. Yeah, but this isn't a super duper like interesting video. I just needed to put it out there that like, you know what, if it's not positive, I don't want your opinions. Even if it is positive, I don't really want your opinions in general, because I'm over it, and I've let people's opinions run my life for a very long time, even before Dylan and I were a thing, and I've just decided that it needs to stop. I don't care if it's family friends, strangers, it just needs to stop, because I'm not for it. Also, I didn't do makeup for literally months, and if you know me, you know that like that is so strange, because I used to do like a full face of makeup for school every day, like when I was in high school and stuff. So like super strange, didn't do it for months, super lazy, unmotivated, you know, lockdown vibe, COVID, whatever. And then I started getting back into it, and now I'm doing it like probably a couple times a week. But like sometimes like Dylan will come home, I'll be sitting here and I'll just have like a full face of makeup on and like, you know, a wing and just like big smoky eye, and he's like, what? Am I missing something? Like, was there something special for today? I'm like, oh no, I was just getting creative. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things cut out of this video because I feel like I lose my train of thought, like a lot. So, has anyone tried Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes? Like, excuse me? They're so cute. Also, like, there's one thing when I'm getting makeup that I always procrastinate on, and that is brow stuff. Because, okay, I don't have my brows filled in at all right now. This is all natural, you know, just brushing it down. And I have very, very, very thick brows, as you can tell. They're very defined, so like, if I fill it in, like I have this little like bald patch in here. You can't really tell right now, but I have a little bald patch there. And if I like fill it in, it literally looks like I drew in my like eyebrow with Sharpie. So I kind of stray away from it. Like, I have had brow products, but when I do it, like either A, people don't notice a difference, or B, it just looks like I literally filled it in with a Sharpie. So that's where I'm at. I lied on my Instagram story. I got my nails done yesterday. This is being filmed the day after because literally got home. Dylan had to work yesterday. Got home, super tired. Sat and watched The Office together. Had to go celebrate my sister's birthday. Went to bed. So, not a very motivated day. But I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like my opinions. If you don't, I'm not really sorry, but please give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to film videos more often. What a lot of people don't understand is I work a part-time job. I am in college, and filming videos, doing all of that is very, very difficult sometimes. So, but I do have a month off, so I'm gonna try and film videos daily, bi-weekly, something along those lines. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my opinions. I hope you guys really take this into consideration, and if you are engaged right now, please understand that everything that people are saying is not something that you have to listen to, and I wish that I would have had somebody say that to me, because it gets really difficult when you are the only person other than your fiance that's sitting there, and it makes you question your entire life, but like, I want to be with this person. So I hope you guys like this video. I love you guys. Please always spread kindness. Let me know what you want to see.